On the Justice Court, the plaintiff, Oyetunji Taiwo, is suing her baby daddy, Aregbesola Olalekan, for access to their children.
All rise. Court in session. Honorable Judge Funmi Asaolu presiding. Please be seated. Your Honor, this case is between Oyetunji Taiwo and Aregbesola Olalekan. That is all.
Thank you. Can you remove your sunglasses? Oh, all right. So, Oyetunji Taiwo,
Yes, ma'am.
you brought Aregbesola Olalekan
Yes, ma'am.
to the court. Can you tell me what brief summary? If I am to read out your claim, let me have your claim.
He forcefully took away my kids.
Are you married?
We are not married. We were.
How many
into
children do you have?
Three children.
3 children.
Yes.
You were cohabiting before.
Yes.
Okay. When did you stop living together?
2019.
2019. So
Yes.
when you stopped living together, the children were with you initially?
Yes.
I'm saying this from what I have.
Yes.
I mean, your claim
Yes.
before me.
Yes.
Then your claim is that he came around one day and took the 3 children away.
Yeah, exactly, ma.
So, Olalekan Aregbesola, what do you have to say to this?
I actually did not force the kids away from her.
Okay.
It was due to what she actually told us to do because we've been having some slight crisis, and why checking on her, why all this issue actually coming up, and why checking on her, like checking that okay, most of the issues we are having together with the kids, why this is coming up, why this is happening. So on checking on her, she says to us that I cannot.
Who are you referring to as us?
Sorry, as my wife in here. Let me just put it that way. Yes,
You have married.
yes, ma'am.
Okay.
He has married, not me and him.
Okay.
They
You
actually
have-
married another wife.
So what are the things saying to you?
Whenever I go to check around them, because after she left home 2019, whereby she took all the properties at home, before I got to work, when I came back, I discovered that the keys are not there, and my properties also, she took everything away. So for a couple of 8 months, I think she went to the village with the kids.
You went to?
The village, which is our village,
Okay.
with the kids. So all my possible best to get them back because I keep calling the family. But what I was told that I should hold on, that they're actually checking 1 or 2 things between. So after some times, then she came back to Lagos and she handed over the keys to me. She handed over the keys to me at my family's house.
Okay.
Yeah.
When was this?
That was something 2019 also.
Okay, around that period.
2019.
Okay.
So after a while, then I took the kids back. But I realized that because the other wife already had 2 kids, and I realized that there's no how she can take care of the 5 kids.
What do you mean by there's no how she can take care of her children?
Because we're actually staying in a mini flat, and it's not really spacious. And
You were staying in
me
Minna.
and my wife
Okay.
actually staying in the mini
So at that point, what did you do with her own children?
I called her, then I have to hand over the keys back to her. Then I told her to go and look for an apartment, a very secured place. And
Okay, because I was going to come to that. I noticed at a point in time, you got an apartment for them. Okay. So what happened thereafter?
okay, and
Now she was living in that house with her children.
exactly.
You were with your wife and your children over there. So what now happened?
I do visit them at times,
Okay.
whenever it's been need or so. And sometimes I even pass the night there at times, maybe probably twice or thrice throughout the number of years they stay together. But what I notice is that most of the time, whenever I go there, I check the children's school, I realize that they always have their notes assignment being undone. And again, I also notice whenever I pick up the kids, because I'm 11, 9, and 5 years.
11, 9.
11 and 5 years. So while we are going home, the kids, they always share the experience with their mom, what are the things they've been having. So all those have been jotting them down, like I'm saying that the assignment is not being done just like what I've said earlier. And I noticed also that the key, the spare key, is always at the front door of the house. So when I asked her that, why do you always have a spare key? Because anybody could come in and have an access inside. But she could not give me any positive answer then. So I actually ignored it, saying that, okay, fine, all well is good, there's no problem. It was only when we started having crisis and when the children now told me.
What kind of crisis were you?
Sometimes, how do I put it? Maybe in terms of money involvement, like giving me some huge amount of money, like monthly allowances, which we don't have any fixed amount. But she picked up and they write it down. So when I checked, I said, wow, this amount is so much and things like that. So we only have crisis of such. And again, there was a time also one of my daughter had some issues where I saw a particular mark on her. Then I asked her the reason why. And what she told me got me scared also, which I don't think I will be able to, I don't mention it in here because of being a lady.
I saw the claim here.
Yes.
But was it investigated? Was there any report at the police station?
Exactly.
Do you have any evidence to justify what you allege here? I need something to prove.
That was at the police station, not here.
You should have, in fact, for you, you don't even have an excuse. You have a lawyer here. He knows what to do. Am I lying? So he knows what you need to. He knows what you have here. He reminded you of it right now. I know. You know you were. That's why you are here. But you are laughing. That's why he's here. But he knows you can't just come in and say something if you cannot prove it. If he's not here, I might even say, oh, okay, come back tomorrow. Bring the evidence. But for it, you know what to bring. Any other thing? Let's go ahead. Any other excuse? I really want to know what happened.
Okay.
But for that, it's a no-go area for me. If you can't prove it, don't go there.
Okay.
I'm going on. Go ahead. I'm listening.
At the time, I realized that whenever I called her in the morning, and she won't pick up until probably evening at night.
She won't return?
She won't even return the calls back until night. That when I check on her, that I've called you since morning, and I say, I'm actually busy. I've gone to do one or two things. Okay, and I say, okay, fine. So I realized that this keep happening most of the time.
Wait, at that point in time, were you still dating?
We're actually not dating, ma.
You were no. Remember, your wife is sitting right there.
Definitely.
So I need to know, at this point in time, were you still dating? No. The only thing you have between you were just the children, right? So when you call her and she does not return your call till evening, what's the offense there? If she has gone to work or she's going about her business, and if at the time you are calling in the morning, I don't know what time, around what time do you call her in the morning?
Sometimes 10, 11.
So the children should be in school at that time. So as long as she returns your call on daily basis, she can always give you updates. And if it's evening side, you can always even speak with the children at that point. Is that not correct?
Yeah.
So I don't know what is bringing up that issue on that. Unless you know, with relationships at times, I don't know. If there are other things, let me know.
When I called her mostly during the week, will have been probably I have a message or there's a question she has asked me which I could not follow up.
Okay.
I'm trying to drop the message. Okay. And mostly on weekends, whenever I call, I always notice that, like I've said, she doesn't return my calls until evening. Mm-hmm. Before, when I went to pick up the keys, and I made to understand because I saw a mark in one of the kids' body, the 11 years old. And I told me it was the 5 years old that brought out a knife and cut him. So I asked her, what about your mom? I was shocked when I was told that the mom is not around, that it was her twin sister that sent another 11 years old girl to come and stay with them to the following morning. And I asked, okay, why your mom? They said the mom, she wasn't there. So it was then I realized that this is the reason why we have a spare key outside for the kids to have an access whenever they come back from school. And at the point, the kids always told me that the teacher will be the one that will put them in bus for them to go home. So all this now, and she doesn't have anyone.
Let me tell you one thing.
The plaintiff, Oyetunji Taiwo, claims that her baby daddy forcefully took the custody of their children and restricted our access to them. She said Olalekan since been married to another woman who has other children for him. The defendant, Aregbesola Olalekan, claims that Taiwo willingly dropped off the children with him. He alleges that his baby mama neglected children and typically used inappropriate words to scold them. Judge Fumi wades into this matter.
With the age of those children, you have no business having their custody. More so, she's there with you, with her children. When was the last time you gave her access to the children? When was the last time you saw your children?
The last 2 weeks when they were having their party. I
In
went
school?
to their school, yes.
Before then?
He doesn't give me the access.
Is
He
that,
deny me.
is that true?
No, that is not true.
Okay.
She visited the kids a week even before their party.
In school?
Yes, in school.
That is it.
And
She sees them in school. They don't spend the night with her. What kind of torture is that? I'm very serious. Because you see, you have to be realistic. If it's the other way around, the same thing I'm telling you is what I will tell her. Because what people don't understand is when things like this happen, it's the children. It's like two elephants fighting, and you are using the children now. You are matching the children anyhow. With their age, you are a lawyer. Ordinarily, where should the custody be?
With the mother.
With the mother.
Their age.
Should he be denied access to them?
No.
There's no law that will stop either of you from ever having access to your children. And let me tell you, with their age, if anything happens that will endanger their life, and you have proof before me, I will investigate and let them be where they are. If being here will not be in their best interest. Do you understand me? That is the law. What did you call their age again?
11, 9, and 5.
5 years old?
Mauna, can I say something? I actually acted based on our request, saying that I'm
You
policing
asked,
her.
did you ask him to
I
come
didn't ask him, ma.
Okay, even if you had, now what do you want?
I want access to the kids.
You don't want custody. You
Because
just want
he
to
said, he said one thing. He told me that time that if he release the kids, he will not give the kids anything again. Because I spent 2 years without anything.
Wait. What do you want? Because wherever the children are, he's supposed to be paying the school fees and giving upkeep on them. Medical, you pick it up. Either you provide an HMO or they call you go and pay to the hospital. That is it. So if you know where you are living now or wherever you are not in a position to have custody of the children and give them a better treatment than where they are now, let the children be there.
Okay.
And you can be having your access to them. Some weekends, they come and spend some weekends with you.
Yes, okay.
Is that okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right then. So, I don't want you to restrict her access to them in school. If there is instruction, tell him. If you have instruction, because I will go all the way for this. When it comes to children, I don't joke with it. It must be balanced. She's not dead, she's alive. Do you understand? Yes. If I can have opportunity of having 2 mothers, 3 mothers, 4 mothers, if you are a Muslim, you know, but the biological mother should be among those mothers that has the opportunity to rear them, especially when they are not being abandoned. So for now, she doesn't mind you still retaining, because that's what it is. Retaining. Listen to me, because I'm quoting you.
Yes, ma'am.
You don't mind him retaining custody of the children.
Yes, ma'am.
All you want is access to them.
Yes, ma'am.
So that means unrestricted access to them in school.
Okay.
You can go to school Monday to Friday to see them.
Okay, ma'am.
Then, when it comes to coming to spend weekend, How often? Because now we are alternate weekends. But I don't know how often you want to have them.
Okay, are you?
You see what I'm asking?
Like when they have a holiday, when they are in holiday.
Holiday period?
Yes.
Okay. So holiday period, you share it 50-50. That's all. You see them in school, each holiday. Who is taking first half and who is having the second half? You want first half? Let him talk. Oh, no, this one is marital.
I actually want...
No, just stay. That's why I'm even asking them. Let it be their own arrangement. Okay. But which one, first or second?
No, I actually want her to...
Ma, let me tell you my mind. Mm-hmm. He explained what happened to you. The one thing I noticed about him when my kids with me is that he do, you know, when he came back 2021, for him to continue his responsibility as a father, 2021, I rented an apartment. He paid for it, so we were talking, we were doing as normal. So after that January, he did an elaborate wedding for that same girl, March. So I was heartbroken. So I didn't say anything because we are not together. We are not dating again. We are not. We did not have a plan. Maybe we should come back together. So after then, he came to my house, July, during Ileya Festival that same year.
Which year is that?
2021.
Okay.
Batoshe elaborate wedding for girl here because I have everything on my phone. He spent close to 7 million naira. It's on my phone. I can show you, ma.
No problem.
So he came.
I know that can July. Be true. You know why? You can't be because you were not part of the.
Yes.
So you can't really. You can if you are said estimates. I think. But for you to say categorically,
I can show you everything.
It doesn't matter. It goes to no issue. Okay. Even if you spend 100 million naira.
Again, because when he married the girl, January 2019, his father and his senior wife, Yale Momie, they introduced
the senior wife to the mom. There are a lot of people watching this. Not everybody understands.
Yes.
Not even everybody sitting here understands.
His senior wife to the mom, they introduced the girl to me as first one and second wife. Then, so he asked me to leave the house. I even put it on the written when I went to police station. He gave me 3 months. Before 3 months, I packed my things. I went to the village. So after then, I came back to the Lagos when he bought 2 cars, which is Benz and Corolla, worth of 15 million. And I convert. And he abandoned me and the kids then. So I went to Women Rights and reported him. They invited him. He said he cannot do anything on the kids. That the kid he doesn't know where they live. That he wants to have the kids
At that point,
around.
He didn't know where the children were staying.
Yes, he didn't know where the children were living, but he knows that I was in the village.
You mentioned that earlier on.
Yes.
That's a point you were in the village.
Yes. So when I came back 2020 and I went to his father, I carried the kids to the father, not knowing the father is not okay medically. So the senior wife and the father's firstborn asked me to hand over the kids to him. I said, no, I cannot hand over the kids to Lekon. He forcefully took the first and the second kid that I was weeping. The senior wives were telling me, Taiwo, don't enjoy yourself with cry. I left there. I carried the small one. So it was after 2 months, December 2020, he now called me that I should come and take the kids back, that I should go and look for an apartment. I got the apartment December 2020. He paid that same day. So he continued the responsibility 2021. So after then, no wedding, we married the girl again. March. So he now came to my house one day, July, during Ileya Festival. So he forcefully slept with me. Oh, Bamisun. So he came the first one, he left. The following month, he did the same thing. So it was third one. I think it's third one or fourth one. I refused. I said, no, I'm not doing it again. Go and meet your wife that you did. You married legally. I'm not your wife. We are just baby mama.
Yes. You had registry wedding with your wife?
Absolutely no,
No?
No, my lord.
So I said, you should go and meet his wife that he married
legally.
Yes, madam.
When you wrote your statements, I think with second line, you just put, I'm a Muslim, something like that. Is that right? So when I saw I'm a Muslim, I said, okay, now there are 2 women that have children for you. And I was eager to know whether you married anyone under the act. That's the registry wedding. So that maybe I'll be able to say, oh, this is the legal wife. And maybe the other person just had children for you. But the way things are, from a narrative and from part of what I've read, that you wrote as well, honestly, I don't understand the 2 of you.
So we are just...
Just a minute.
Okay.
I'll listen to you because your relationship seems to be on and off at a point in time.
Yes.
After you both believe you have separated, you still had this on and off stuff before things now got to this stage.
That's correct.
Right. This is not why you are here, but I'm just asking, are you still interested in her?
No, my lord.
No. Okay, it takes 2 to tango, so I don't need to ask you. Now, what you want is access to your children.
Yes, ma'am.
That's why you are here. Now you are going to have access to, unrestricted access to your children in school. That's okay by you, Leko.
My lord, can I say upon? I would not, definitely I cannot object to that, but based on our character put together, the lifestyle from the beginning up to date.
To have access to our children.
No. I will not stop. No.
You really need to do a lot of work with them.
I will not stop.
Let me just tell you one thing.
Okay.
You know all the exceptions. Is she insane?
No.
Drug addict?
No, man. No, I've asked you.
Done anything? He was in a better position to let you know the grounds upon which you can take that stand.
Okay.
As long as those grounds are not there, let me tell you, if she's cantankerous, you don't like her character, the bottom line is the 2 of you are falling apart. You can't eat your cake and have it. The only thing you have between you right now is the children. And what I'm concerned about is how the 2 of you can co-parent to raise those children in such a manner that psychologically they are balanced. You can't deprive them access to their mom. Let me tell you what usually happens. They grow up one day. Now you can direct them. One day they will be an adult like you. You think at this stage somebody can tell you not to go to your mom? Is it possible?
No, my lord.
Because of all these issues they are bringing up, I'm still going to, because I intend to do that. The 2 of you, you still go to, if you want to follow them, you can. You go to professional marriage counselor that will talk to you and guide you on how to co-parent. You don't have to be dating, but they will teach you and you will learn how, and even you, at that point you can explain what your challenges is over raising the children to them. They will discuss with her and tell her how to go about it. If she's having any problem with what children are telling her about maybe your home front, where they are staying, she'll be able to bring that up too. Then you can all sit together and deliberate and move forward. Do you understand me?
Very well.
So, any other thing?
Okay. Unlike now the children are on holiday now, and they have their extra coaching, which is lesson from a particular time.
From what time to what time?
Yeah, from 9 to 1 p.m.
Where do you stay? Which area? I'm not asking for address. I live in Surrey, I live in Nogba. That's all I want. I live in Badagry.
Igodo.
Where do you stay?
Abulegba.
Are they far from each other?
Yes.
Very far. Very.
Not
so it's opposite direction. So what time? Their lesson?
The lesson is from 9 to 1 p.m.
9
to 1 p.m.
You know what's going to happen? For that period, for the period when they are with her, you have to arrange with the lesson teacher to be going over there to teach the children. That's just the only way out. That's the only way out. Because they are with her, then definitely you will organize lesson teachers to be going there. So that's no excuse for denying her access. No. If they are with you, let him come. When is the period when they are with her, let the lesson teacher go there. So that is not disrupted at all. Everybody is within Lagos. If somebody is in Lagos and another person is outside Lagos, then that might be of little concern to me. But right now,
Judge Funmi helps both parties to reach amicable settlement. After the break, Judge Funmi rules.
So, first half for her, second half of every holiday for you. Unrestricted access for all our children to her during school days, Monday to Friday, during school hours. I mean, on school days. At times you can wait when they're out of school, you talk to them, do whatever you want before they get picked up by him. So that is it. If you have any problem on any of this, let me know. If you have any problem on any of this, let me know. That's my judgment.
All right.
Have you been cheated or have a dispute and want justice? Don't take laws into your hands. Log on to www.thejusticecourt.com and submit your case.